Gymnasts of all ages getting involved at South's Orange and Black Gym. Wheaton Co-op's Ethan Sansoni, the main all-around competition for Suda. We start things off with Sansoni on the still rings. He finishes off his routine with a double back release from the apparatus, an 8.25 for Sansoni. Suda hoping to rebound on the rings after a rough pommel horse on the first rotation. Second rotation, pretty good. His double back dismount, picture perfect, 9.0, good for first. Central's lone all-arounder Dom Delagrosso competing after missing conference. This pass a part of an 8.6 on floor. To the vault now, Husky freshman Brandon Louise throwing a vault he only learned 2 weeks ago. You can hardly tell. 8.95, good for seventh. Back to Sansoni, the high bar, the final rotation for Wheaton. A couple of nice transitions here in the middle of his routine. 9.15 for him. Sansoni first in the all-around, but he couldn't top the crowd-pleasing routine of Suda. The Husky senior perfectly executing 2 endos to get things started. After that, finding a soft landing spot for the dismount, 9.35. That's the highest high bar score of any sectional in the state. Suda and the Huskies finishing up on the floor. That brings more applause for Suda, putting the finishing touches on a 9.5. He's second to Sansoni in the all-around by 7/10. Wheaton Co-op cruises as a team.
I was looking forward to it. I was looking forward to it as being a practice meet, and even though I struggled on horse, the idea that it was a qualifying meet let me get through the rest of the meet.
Right now, I'd say we're very good working together wise, but there's still like small things, like I said, that we can work on, so we can always get better. Focusing on the events when we're there, and small form things like bent knees and pointed toes, you got to focus on those in the routine.
He's had a back issue for a couple of years. It flared up a little bit this year. A hand issue, an ankle issue. So we really had to be careful with him, kind of holding the reins back a lot. So there were meets we had to scratch him, means we just had to be smart. But we knew we needed to peak right about this time. And even tonight, I told him it was a qualifying meet. It'd be nice to win it all, but it doesn't really matter because it's all a new game next Friday. You know, we had Billy and we have our future. And we knew that. And those 2 freshmen, Brandon Luis and Tom Peterson, just did an incredible job tonight. Coming through with the pressure of a big meet and being freshmen, and they just learned those vaults 2 weeks ago. So yeah, we're real excited about the future. Very simple. What we need to do right now is just to get in the gym and get clean. We're gonna do a lot of fine tuning more than anything else. The routines are gonna stay the same, and all we're gonna do is just tweak them a little bit and just really look at the fine points of where we lost a 10th here, a 10th there, and get those back. My dad, who was a Hall of Fame coach, once told me that, you know, 9 times out of 10, when you have a senior, you're really kind of happy to let them go after 4 years. Every now and then you get something that's that rare, like Billy, that you just don't want to let him go. It's gonna be one of the saddest days for me when he's got his last day in our gym. He's just been a leader to everybody. He's been the most coachable kid I've ever had, and I've been doing this 30 years. I've had more talented, but not more coachable. And, you know, just a great kid. Gonna miss him.